On this episode, we talk with my guest about how he ended up attending more than 200 days of leadership seminars. My guest is Caleb, who made this decision in response to what life was asking of him at the time. See, growing up on a horse farm in Dayton, Ohio, he had dreams of going to college. But those plans were derailed when his father was injured and he needed to step in to support the family. So instead of going to college, he began his journey of attending 226 days of in-person leadership conferences, balancing them with his responsibilities of the family. Once those obligations were fulfilled, he pursued his dream he had had since childhood, working in sales. He came to believe that when you make people laugh and they feel good, they're more open to receiving your message. We also talk about cults and how if you attend enough seminars, you're bound to run into one. Roughly 1 in every 100 to be exact. Let's jump in. You've been to 200 days worth of stuff,
yeah,
right?
I think I counted it up. I think it's up to like 226.
So, but tell me, like, and you said a couple of them were kind of culty, not just like a couple of the things are
the
like.
joke I tell is 1 out of 100 is a cult because I've been to over 200 days, and 2 of them that I like. There's 2 retreats that I can like point to. There was another one that we went to in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Me and the same guy, and.
Did he take you to all the cult retreats?
He's the only one that picked out the cult retreats. It's not like I found them.
Yeah, your retreats are normal retreats.
No, I do the right thing. Be a student, not a follower, is something that I learned a long time ago. Like I'm very willing to go and learn and not have it like absorb my whole brain.
Sure.
I've also not watched any news since I was 21 years old. So I've not had a lot of like propaganda bullshit in my head. So I'm pretty good at like
making your own decisions.
Things once I get there and not being swayed. So yeah, the other one was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We were doing a bunch of. There was a guy named Drunvalo Melchizedek who wrote a bunch of books like The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, all this sacred geometry stuff. And we went out there, and it was supposed to be a 4-day. It was just in this guy's house. And we stayed at a hotel. There was maybe 6 or 7 other people that stayed in this guy's house. So we were the only ones that left in the evenings. Everybody else is 24 hours a day in this place. And it snowed like a son of a bitch the first day. Like level 3, like I want to say like more than 2 feet. Everything shuts down. So we're like running through the streets to get to this little guy's house. There's no heat. We've got like a wood stove. And, we're learning about energy fields and all sorts of wild stuff, which honestly, I will say this in terms of just like spooky shit. We did this thing where you align all your chakras and you connect your energy bars, and I don't know what all we did, but there was a point, I would say, by the end of the 3rd day where I felt like I was having like full communication conversations with my buddy telepathically, like no words, but not in an uncomfortable weird way. In the same way we're talking and it's comfortable, I felt very comfortable. Like, oh shit, okay, this is kind of like when you see something work, it's not that weird,
right?
And then I remember that night, we like sat around, smoked a joint, and the one guy there, we'll call him Merlin. It was just like a bald dude who wore like a little crystal on his forehead and was like, I'm going to do one of these like bowl ceremonies. And if you guys want to like stick around, and I'm kind of like, okay, that's fine. And at one point my buddy he's like, hey, we need to get out of here. Like something's wrong. Something's off. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll protect you. Let's get out of here. And as soon as we like said that, this guy turns on us just like to get out. And I remember he's like doing it, but I feel 100% confident that this dude was like trying to cast spells on these people and just like do some real weird like demonic shit. And we came back the next day and we're like, hey man, we've gotten everything we need. We're gonna go ahead and skip the 4th day. We got to get out of here. But definitely that was the other one. I was like, this was crazy, dude. This was not certified teachers teaching us anything. This is a guy that just used to eat a lot of ecstasy and is now talking about some books he read and, burning sage.